And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Let's see the stat sheet here for Jaden McDaniels.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the point. And for the Warriors, some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. And it's Butler in at the small forward. And a few teams so far, Brent, with a surprisingly rough start to the season.
Well, this is really where the staff gets tested, Kevin. You know that your team has been put together for specific reasons. Those reasons aren't yet playing out. So coaching staffs have to keep these players confident. They have to keep them working on the ultimate goal to improve things. And at some point, given an 82-game schedule, there could be a breakthrough and the team can get very hot very quickly.
Curry finds Butler. That 3 off the mark. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's McDaniels. Following the miss by Draymond Green. Some solid defense from Butler. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Curry. And he's good on the 3-ball.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Here's Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Green with the block.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
A shot by Curry, no good. Timberwolves have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Conley kicks to Randall. For 3, Edwards. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, I feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1 for 4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Now here's Curry. Now here's Butler. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Butler attacking in close. Such a gifted scorer.
And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. Guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And that one misses.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
And he sinks the second. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
They double-team Conley. And Gobert kicks to Randall. Out to Edwards. Fires the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Edwards got 6.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Curry. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaden McDaniels. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
First one falls for him.
Always one of the hardest workers on his team. Jimmy Butler knows how to win.
And so Butler nails both of them.
When you think of Jimmy Butler, his work ethic comes to mind. Notably how hungry he is to win at all costs.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Pass to Randall. No good that time. Some solid defense from Butler. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Trailing by 2. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season. Edwards inside, covered by Hield. And the basket by Edwards.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
Here's Curry. The 17-footer goes down. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Hield. And he hits it to tie the game up.
But he's showing more than just the fact that he's a shooter, working his way strength on the inside there.
Conley against Curry. No one near Randall as he lets it go. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. Hield from outside. Drills the three-pointer. Hield's got 5 points so far.
That's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from 3.
Edwards kicks to Conley. Back to Edwards. Fires from deep. Green with the rebound. Warriors have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. In the corner, it's Hield. On the wing, Green. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Out to Conley. It's stolen by Curry. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one after the win against the Clippers. Outside Edwards. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Conley against Curry. Gobert with a screen on Curry. Here's Conley. Here's Gobert. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. McDaniels against Curry. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And it's 7 points for Stephen Curry. Timberwolves trail by 4. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Alexander Walker with the ball. Covered by Hield. Here's Alexander Walker. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Conley. The fadeaway. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Green. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Different look here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Green. Moody's checked in for Butler. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. And then for Minnesota, Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Dillingham comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Randall against Kuminga. Randall passes to DiVincenzo. That one goes in.
Explosive play from Dante as he gets the foul and just keeps pushing through to get the and one.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
That one misses for DiVincenzo.
And DiVincenzo, I think, is starting to take a lot of pride in the fact that he can do a lot of little things for the basketball team that add up. He scores, can get some rebounds, and get some assists. He's a weapon.
Kuminga, no good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it, Brent, his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Mr. Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a one of one, D.A.
DiVincenzo saying, "I got that too."
Warriors leading by 4. We've got 1:08 left in the first. Here's Curry with the three, and another three for Golden State.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
And here is DiVincenzo. 11 points last game. Here's Randall. And he lays it straight in. Randall's got 5 now.
Yeah, Randall's not passing that one up. Fantastic job at converting when he's got the kind of position like that.
To the left wing. Looney down low. He's against Reed. Looney with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Randall outside. Down low. Here's Alexander Walker. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists tonight. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Leading by 5. Out to the right wing. Launches it. Gillingham with the rebound. Now Randall. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Randall. Both teams will make substitutions. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Warriors on top, up 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, Stephen Curry.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Kevon Looney. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Kuminga, no good.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Back to Holiday. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Kuminga. No good. Timberwolves trail. Holiday against DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Takes the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
DiVincenzo being a connector out there now.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Podziemski. Still without a basket. To the wing on the left. Shoots it up. And the Warriors miss again. Now here's Edwards. He's defended by Podziemski.
And getting aggressive and creative. Edwards finding ways to create space on the floor.
Pass to Kuminga. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
That free throw good from Kuminga. All right, Brent, quickly. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
And here's Holiday after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Kuminga.
Well, with his finesse and his power, Kuminga can make it real tough inside.
Now here's Edwards. 13 points in the game. Three-pointer. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Moody the pass to Holiday. Podziemski with it. Edwards there. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Garza, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Podziemski finds Kuminga. Outside Holiday. Driving inside. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Edwards. No good off the front iron.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
There's Kuminga. Good on the shot. And that's now 7 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Kuminga is a guy who does not back down. In fact, he tries to go through you.
Reed with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Garza. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now Podziemski. No scoring in this one. Outside Kuminga. 11 feet away. Looney with the bucket.
Looney is pretty selective at when he shoots. That ups his percentages.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Garza. Back to Edwards. To the paint. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jimmy Butler.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
The first free throw is good. Minnesota making some changes. Randall's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And so he hits both. Now here's Butler. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Hield kicks to Butler. Pass to Green. On the wing, Holiday. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Michael Conley picks one up. The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Good on the second free throw. And here is Conley. Last game he had 12. Pass to Edwards. The 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Outside Holiday. Butler in the corner. Hard earned by Butler.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
McDaniels kicks to Conley. Outside Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. And the layup falls. Randall's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Holiday surveying the floor. Three-pointer, Hield. Misses that one. His first miss of the night, 2 for 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And Minnesota has possession after the Warriors pick up 3. At the elbow, Edwards. Outside for Randall. No good on the 3. The Warriors lead it. Outside Holiday. Pass to post. 6 on the shot clock. Green, no luck. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Butler with the ball. 6 points for him. Healed with a screen on McDaniel. Butler on the attack.
Now the combo of strength and quickness from Butler, that's going to help him on the inside.
For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
And there's a minute 45 left now here in the second. Jackson Davis with it. Now defended by Randall. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And finished off by Gobert.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Here's Curry. 13 points in the game. Clock at 6. Curry crashes inside.
What else can you say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Conley with the screen on Heel. Alexander Walker passes to Randall. No good from outside. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Clippers in L.A. Curry finds Moody. Offline with his three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Gobert in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Now here's Curry. He's got 15. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Ooh, that was a tricky move there by Randall, putting the defender off balance, and then he got that guy to foul him.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
The first one falls.
During his breakout season with the Knicks, Julius Randle, I think, has another level to his game. It's about that consistency he's trying to get to. And he's an all-NBA caliber player when he gets it going.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Now Moody. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Warriors lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors. Something got to change, Jet.
Yeah, hard to win when you're giving guys all day to shoot.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
You know, right now for Minnesota, they've been hanging around the upper echelon, playing with good energy. Feels like the chemistry is right with this team. They put themselves in the championship discussion.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Curry has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Warriors leading by 3, and so in the game for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. It's Curry outside. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Curry's got the first basket of the second half here for the Warriors. Timberwolves trail by 6. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Now Curry, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. They set the pick. Another 3 for Golden State.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Randle passes to McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Conley against Curry. And here is Moody. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. McDaniels against Payton. Now here's McDaniels. He's tightly guarded. The shot that time not on target. Pass to Jackson Davis. On its way from Curry for 2. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. Conley against Curry. McDaniels gets a wide open look. That's in there. Conley with the assist. McDaniels got 5 now.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Moody the pass to Curry, and we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to talk to his guys. Well, the players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're the shooting guards averaging the most points over the last 10 games. Second is Anthony Edwards.
And this is the cream of the crop at the two-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
Well, these are the assassins of the NBA right there. The players who can turn a game on its head when they start to feel it. They are almost always the primary focus of the opposing defense.
Kuminga, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Randall down low. Defended by Kuminga. Randall, no good. Outside, Payton. They set the pick. Shoots over McDaniels. And the Warriors miss again. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Edwards. Outside Conley. Here's Randall. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Warriors leading by 6. And Kuminga throws it down.
Big time slam there from Kuminga. His coaches and teammates encourage him to get up strong like that.
A steal. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And with the moment here, let's check out the numbers for McDaniels. How last month turned out for him. He's getting around 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Here's McDaniels. 5 points in the game. Outside Conley. Back to McDaniels. Right side Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
There's a good screen. Kuminga, no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Off with the layup.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Took him no time at all on that one. Payton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Nice shot by Payton. Got to give him a little more respect.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Randall. They get a hand on it. It's taken away by Payton. Now the Warriors moving it up. Pass to post. It's stolen by Gobert. McDaniels in the post. Payton's there. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got 18 points in the game.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Podziemski on the wing. Edwards defending. Podziemski's shot is good. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of it.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Spencer. Scoreless thus far. Outside, Payton. 4 on the shot clock. Fades back. And that one comes up a bit short. Minnesota's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. McDaniels passes to Randall. Here is Edwards. Launches a 3. And finished off by Gobert.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Podziemski. Now here's Kuminga. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Randall against Kuminga. Randall no good.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And it's Podziemski in the corner. Here's Spencer over Conley. A nice shot by Spencer. And the Warriors lead by 10. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Timberwolves trail by 10. Randall surveying the D. Alexander Walker up top. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Alexander Walker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Butler. And Holiday has it in the corner. Healed outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hield's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
Here's Randall. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Randall with the ball. Now Green defending.
Randall sneaks up on you athletically with that frame. You could argue he's at his best when he's in attack mode.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. And here is Butler. Against contact, Butler off the drive.
Got up to speed, and that momentum carrying him right through the contact. Butler with the score.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists in the game.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday with it. Outside, Green. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The 3 for DiVincenzo. No good that time. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top, up 10. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's boom, boom, boom. The extra pass. We're not running plays to get a shot. We're running plays to get the domino to fall. So move the ball, drive and kick, we'll get great shots, all right?
Well, he's preaching team chemistry right now, Greg.
And he wants more ball movement because that makes everything simple.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The post pair for him. It's Green and Looney. Then it's Hield. Then it's Butler. And it's Holiday in at point guard.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Now here's Butler. Green, no luck.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Minot can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 8. Now Green. Hield outside. Reed with the rebound. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. High arcing shot, and it's good on the layup. Edwards got 20 points.
Excellent touch on the floater. Edwards is such a dynamic offensive talent.
Pass to Looney. Outside Holiday. Drains the 3-pointer.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Warriors leading by 7. Now here's Butler, and here's Green outside. It's not going to go for him. Pass to Alexander Walker, driving the lane. And again, it's Anthony Edwards. Edwards got 11 in the second half.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And some changes here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Looney, and Curry subbed in for Justin Holiday. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now here's Curry. The three ball from Curry.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing here by 8. Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Edwards finds Ingles. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Butler. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And here is Butler. Golden State needs to get off a shot. They get it again. Outside Curry. Pass to Hield. Outside Green. Left side Butler. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Ingles. And so here is Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Curry on the wing. Green with a screen for Curry. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
Bounce pass Conley. Here's Reed. Shoots over Jackson-Davis. Reed misses. Warriors leading by 9. Butler passes to Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 17 now just in the second half.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Tries yet again. Edwards can't hit. Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry with the three. Minnesota with the rebound. Alexander Walker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. Hits it from three-point range.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Curry with it. Butler on the wing. Defended by Alexander Walker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Warriors. Kuminga's come in for Draymond Green. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Buddy Hield. Minnesota also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's McDaniels in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And so Butler nails both of them. Timberwolves trail by 11. Now Edwards. To the inside. Conley's shot is off. Warriors shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Curry against Conley. Puts it up. Releases from the wing and drills it. Curry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Gobert with a screen on Kuminga. They get it back. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Payton's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here is Edwards. Shoots over Pajemski. Edwards, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Now here's Curry. Over Edwards. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Edwards inside. Payton's there. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Curry. Curry. Oh, the concentration.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Edwards looking it over. And finished off by Edwards.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Warriors leading by 11. Outside Curry. Pass to Pajemski. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Gobert. Here's McDaniels. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shoots. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 41.
Good shot selection there from Steph, feeling the rhythm and then easily connecting on the pull-up.
Now here's Edwards. He's defended by Pajemski. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
He misses the free throw.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And the second free throw, good.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Pass to Kuminga. Outside Curry. Fires top of the key. The shot's good. Curry's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors.
He can score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
Now Gobert. Jackson Davis defending. Gobert, no good. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Warriors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Stephen Curry.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Stephen. How special is it to share your success with your family?
That's what it's all about, man. I know you know when your kids get to enjoy the game and the show, and it's fun. So I'm glad I did something good for them in the fourth quarter.
They'll remember all of it, I'm sure, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.